Hi everyone, it's Sean here from ButcherBox. It's that time of the year again, and here in front of me I've got some of our star items to make your festive feast an unforgettable experience. Do you want to learn how to glaze a ham? Watch this. Today I'm going to show you how to take your Christmas ham to the next level. Right here I've got a certified free-range leg ham out of Australia, and I'm going to show you how to deskin it, how to glaze it, and how to reheat it. Using a small knife like this, put your knife under the skin, tilt it up, and remove the skin away from the fat. You want to make sure that you leave as much fat on this leg ham as possible. Just work your way down. You can definitely use a sharper knife than this, but this is all I could find. So now that we've opened that up is when our hands take over. So we put our knife down and we just get our fingers in there and we just do the rest like that, working your way around, keeping as much of the fat on the leg as possible. I'm just going to continue to do that, nice and slow, don't rush it, otherwise you'll accidentally take fat off like this bit here, which we would have preferred to have left that on the leg. And now the rest of it that you see left behind, we can do the exact same thing. And there we have it. That there is all the skin removed from that leg ham. Next, it's time to score the fat. I'm now going to make incisions in the fat about 2 centimeters apart, crisscross, and then we'll get our cloves in. Those crisscrosses will act as great little vessels for the glaze to seep into and give you those nice little tasty caramelized edges. All of our little crisscross sections are done. So we're just going to go ahead now and put a clove in every square. So I've preheated my oven. It's now preheating up to 150 degrees Celsius. My ham glaze is nice and hot. My ham has been fully cloved, and now it's time to glaze our ham for the first time. We're going to go ahead and tip half of our glaze over the ham and use our brush, lightly brush our glaze over the ham. Don't use all of it on the first run because we will glaze a little bit more halfway through. I like to make my glaze especially thick. And there we have it. That's ready to go straight into our preheated oven. Be sure to put a cup of water in the bottom of that baking tray and just add that ham in and let it go. And here we have it, our fully reheated ham. I reheated this for about 35 minutes per kilogram and it reached an internal temperature of 57 degrees. Now we'll let it rest for about 20 minutes. Next step, what we got to do is remove all these cloves. So one by one, take them out and put it in a dish just to the side. When you're removing these cloves, just be careful that you don't take off any nice bits of the caramelized glaze, as those are definitely the most tastiest parts. Okay, I've fully removed all of my cloves. You want to make sure and double check because they don't taste very good when you bite into them. So now we're just going to get this ham onto the cutting board and it's time to carve. The way that you carve your ham is you need to identify where the bone goes. The bone starts from up here and it goes all the way down to here. So we've got this nice big muscle of ham just here and we're going to look to take that off and then it's easy slicing. So we just go in here and go down, making sure that we're staying hard up against the bone. If you can't get through, you're against the bone, just move your knife a little bit. And there we have it. This is all one big chunk of ham. We can slice this now. I'll just put that to the side. And now we're just going to remove these smaller bits of ham here that are still attached. And just work my way down the bone. There's another piece. Same deal here. There's another piece. There's a few small pieces around here. We'll come back and get those later. Nothing will go to waste here. So now we're ready to slice our ham. We've got these two small pieces here that are a little bit skew-if. We're just going to put them off to the side and concentrate on this larger chunk first. We're going to look to slice our ham this way, which is against the grain. But because this is such a big piece, I'm going to cut down and then we can cut two nice chunks. So just put this down like that and just cut it straight down the middle, like that. Now all we have to do is slice this ham to the thickness that you desire. I tend to go about 1 centimetre because I always like to make sure my leftovers are really good for sandwiches. Okay, now that we're getting towards the end of our larger chunk that we have here, we can start to plate our sliced ham. And now we can continue to slice this. If you would like nice big slices, you can just slice down like that. But this is such a big piece that I'm going to cut it down the middle. Again, just remembering the direction that against the grain is and always making sure that you cut against it. Okay, that's a majority of the ham sliced. I think I've got so much ham here that I'm going to leave those chunks because if they become leftovers, I'd like to leave them in larger pieces because they'll last longer in the fridge and they can be frozen. Okay, so now what I've got left is a couple of nice big chunks that I'm going to put into my freezer and use another time. And here is a fantastic plate full of sliced ham ready for the dinner table. All right, let's eat some of this glazed bit.